RICS has got a public interest mission, really. We are not-for-profit, but we're actually here to serve the public good with standards and education of people who service the property industry. It just occurred to me at the beginning of my year as president that we are potentially being looked at as an industry, especially if they see us on yachts here today at MIPIM. You know, people are being watching this on television, on YouTube, and they would probably say, well, they're doing it again. They've just run the global economy against the wall, subprime and all the issues of commercial backed securities and the high LTVs and whatever, and suddenly they're having a party again. And what I thought would be a good idea is to actually show the world and the regulators, because the regulators have actually stepped in quite dramatically after GFC, that we're actually thinking, and the fact that we are meeting today, thanks to your invitation to Gazal's hospitality, we're actually thinking about how to prevent things from happening again. And in my RICS role, I've recently established it's a bit of a long title. It's called the RICS Global Real Estate Investment Risk Management Forum. And we've brought together in 3 locations in the 3 world regions leaders, chief investment officers and chief risk managers of the major globally investing asset managers. And we've actually accumulated, virtually represented around the table in New York, in London and in Singapore, close to $1 trillion of real estate assets under management. We discuss things like this. We discuss issues in a closed forum, the kind of things which keep us awake at night. Which are very much the things we've touched on at the beginning of this roundtable, and the idea is to actually develop some common thread and some potentially outward-looking theme to show the world, show investors, show the broader public, and of course also the regulators, because the last thing we want is even more levels of regulation making lives more difficult to actually act and react to certain changes, and that's something which hopefully I'll be able to report more on as we go further. You mentioned this at the beginning, Richard, in terms of your intention to cover this in PropertyEU, but I think we should be seen as an industry, especially in places like kind of the weather like this, that we are thinking about this and not making the same mistakes again.